When you look at games like Call of Duty, Overwatch or Valorant, none of them really compete with Apex when it comes to progression and skill gap. Apex is genuinely one of the sweatiest shooters ever made. The speed, movement and overall flow of the game are on a completely different level. So logically, if you're playing a game that demanding, you want every possible advantage to perform at your best, right? And that's where platforms come in. PC naturally supports the exact skills Apex demands, but console doesn't. And before you motherfuckers grab your pitchforks, take emotion out the equation and let's just look at the facts. On PC, Apex can run at much higher frame rates, which makes everything feel smoother and more responsive. When you move your mouse or pull the trigger, the game reacts faster. What you see on screen is much closer to what's actually happening in game. Older consoles are capped at 60 FPS and new gen consoles is 120 FPS. So when you step into PC lobbies, because that is what happens when queuing with PC players in your party, how do you compete with someone running 144 FPS or higher? The thing about PC is the movement and precision you get with a mouse and keyboard. 360-degree turns, B-hopping, mantle jumps, they're all possible on console too, but nowhere near as fast, smooth or consistent. And I know people are gonna say, but we have aim assist. Okay, and that doesn't outweigh the disadvantages of playing on console. Aim assist exists because controllers are inherently less precise than mouse and keyboard. The fact that it has to exist at all kind of proves the game isn't really built for console. If Apex were perfectly balanced for controllers, you wouldn't need a system to artificially help you aim. It's basically a band-aid to cover its limitations. Other shooters have aim assist too, but specifically for Apex, it's different. Because everything you do on the game is what mouse and keyboard handle naturally.
Come on, naturally.
Could you imagine how hard ranked would be on console? I'm sure it's easy to get through rookie, bronze, silver, gold and maybe even plat. But once you hit high level ranks like diamond, master or pred, it's downhill from there. You're not just facing normal players anymore, you're up against the big dogs. I'm talking console pros with master level mechanics. So even in a lobby full of console players, it feels like the pace of the game is way faster than you can keep up with. I mean, we get sweats on PC too, but at least we don't have to fight against the limitations of a controller while keeping up with the pace. I wanted to make this video because it's an interesting discussion. I used to play on console, but ever since I switched to PC, it honestly feels like a completely different game. And it made me wonder why I didn't switch sooner. For anyone on console, whether that's Xbox or PlayStation, have you ever tried Apex on PC? And be honest, do you think it's better and would you switch to improve your skills if you found out that was the case?